Yo, what is up? Welcome back to the Culture and Cannabis podcast. I am your host, Full-Time Tony, here with the one and only Jeffrey Coates. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're
My
not
bad.
sorry. You're not
bad. No, I really did not mean to do it, but
I probably had it coming.
You had it fucking coming.
See?
Dude, it's been like 3 years since I've been on this fucking podcast. It feels like we weren't. Yes. I wasn't here last week, and then the week before was the MJ Biz. So
that's well, yeah. You have been gone. Did you watch last week? Last week was
did not watch last week. I'm sorry.
You got to watch it.
I forget what
Faded and Fit.
That's right. Faded and Fit. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I will.
Chow Weezy.
I'll be listening to it on the way to Oklahoma next week.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. Where you been though?
I went to the homeland. I went to New York.
Okay.
It was great. I was in the city for a day, and then I went to upstate, and it was awesome. I got to meet some people in the cannabis industry. I got to hang out with a bunch of like-minded people for the most part, and I got to go to the Bills game. So
nice.
It was a good time.
It looked like you were with your family. And
yeah, I had all my uncles were there. My dad came with me.
Mostly dudes, right? It was like the guys.
It was a guy's trip for sure. It was a guy's trip for sure. It was honestly like one of the best experiences that I think I probably ever had, to be honest with you. Top five. Yeah. And you know what's so fucking crazy is that we talked about it, and I don't really care about getting controversial, but like I legit had to get vaccinated to go to this fucking game.
Yes.
And so like it was a big so I did not want to get vaccinated. I know people are like, why do you care? Whatever. Anyways, I didn't want to get vaccinated, but I did get vaccinated to be able to go to that football game. They did check very hard at the door. They scanned my fucking thing to make sure that I was active vaccinated. I saw multiple people had fake vax cards to not get let in.
Yeah, let out.
So I'm happy that I did, because if the world could end tomorrow, and at least I got to have that experience.
Yes.
So
and you're still here.
And I'm still here for the most part. So I mean
it's like a double
no
win.
one knows really the long-term effects, but we'll see what happens, right?
Sure.
So like that's I feel like just kind of touch on that. Sometimes there's things that outweigh one another, right? That experience, I paid a lot of money and had to get vaccinated to do it, and I was well worth it. Right. I would do it all over again.
I'm searching for an experience like that because, I still have not been vaccinated. But, if something comes, I get some new information, something might outweigh that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and I think it's awesome that we both can respect each other's choices. And I feel like, people need to do that. But completely getting off that topic, I did have some video of me getting absolutely fucking wild.
Okay, let's
Rick, can you roll this clip? Oh, okay. So this clip, this is after scoring a touchdown. This is where I was sitting in the stands. I'm 22 rows up from the back of the end zone.
I did see this one on Instagram. The beer, what is that?
Labatt's, the Canadian beer. Yeah, this was absolutely wild. Energy was insanity. And then there's one more video, and Rick's gonna be pulling it up here.
Go Bills.
All the way from Las Vegas.
So this is me in some lady's front yard, about to do some damage.
Man!
I was a little drunk. Everyone thinks I missed the thing. I meant to miss it. I wasn't gonna kick the bucket.
You meant to miss it.
It was a joke.
You weren't gonna hit it with the elbow first.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna kick it. I was like, I've done enough destruction today. But yeah,
I thought there's usually like mustard involved and ketchup and stuff like that. No. It's
like, you just break a table. But some people get wild and do stupid stuff. Like, so I saw a group set a table on fire and jump through it.
So
I mean,
Yeah,
you want to see it again?
Can we get a slow-mo, Rick? Or is there? Let's see if did the elbow hit the table first, or did the foot hit the ground first? This is a real question.
I think it was like right at the same time. I didn't commit fully just because I was nervous that I was going to dislocate my shoulder. Mm-hmm. So, I'm a big dude and I'm not jumping off tables consistently. So, but now that I understand a little bit more, I think for my next table jump, I'll be better.
Right. You're not as scared of the table impaling you? Or
well, it was less that, more like, dude, if I could break my shoulder, I don't have health insurance at this moment in time. So if I break my shoulder, I'm fucked. Yeah. I'm going to the hospital.
I think I might have found us some health insurance.
Oh, dude, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the show. But listen, we got a fucking great show for you guys today. We have an awesome guest. JC, who do we have today?
An incredible person, one of our Oklahomies, right?
Oklahomies.
One of these
Oklahoma
incredible
Oklahomies.
people that we've met out there along the way. We met her we had a pop-up, right? We had a pop-up at the Cultivation Club. Shout out Mr. Ryan.
Who's not in there anymore, but
He's not there anymore, but great guy over there.
Shout out to Ryan.
But yeah, I think our guest today saw our pop-up scheduled over there. She came over to connect with us. We had a great conversation. Amazing person in the cannabis community out there. She's a saleswoman. She's doing incredible things. Mel is on the show today. Mel, are you out there?
And we lost.
And we lost. Oh, could we have her?
Is she back?
No, she's not there.
Uh-oh.
Well,
listen. This is live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
this is live. This is live. We're doing it live. Just like Bill O'Reilly, do it live. Remember when I showed you that video, Rick, about the doing it live? Yeah. Such a good video. We're gonna text Mel. We're gonna get her back on here. But what's been going on?
Dude.
She's back.
Oh, we got her.
Let's see.
Hey.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're all good. What's going on? Happy
What's up,
Thursday.
guys? Not much. Happy Thursday. I'm
Cool.
excited to be on here.
Nice.
Sorry. Yeah. I lost audio. I don't know what happened, so I had to get it
No
back
worries.
up and going. But
No worries. Listen, we appreciate you being here. Listen, tell everybody who you are, what you got going on.
all right. So my name is Mel Cortez. I actually work in the Oklahoma cannabis industry here. I work for Next Leaf, which is a cultivation here. We're a 32,000 square foot grow. We have live tissue cultures of all of our phenotypes, several different strains of flower. But I'm also a clinician, which is a coach and counselor with medical cannabis. And so I'm able to recommend treatments, whether they be psychoactive or not, to patients. And I can advocate for them at their doctor if the doctor doesn't agree as cannabis for medicine. So I really love and enjoy helping people with that wisdom and education that I got, and I plan on continuing further. But the whole purpose is I love helping people, and I love making them feel better, bringing them to awareness with mental health and cannabis, and just spreading joy into people's lives as much as possible.
I love that. Tony needs some help. Maybe if you have any extra energy, I don't know, maybe you can help Tony.
I think my problems. I don't think you can fix my problems, but
They might be unfixable. I don't know. I would think maybe you could help him. I don't know. Listen, all right. So let's talk about being a saleswoman in Oklahoma, right? It's one of the most interesting markets in play right now in the country, and just given the fact that there's several thousand cultivations or several thousand retail licenses, so to wrap your head around what it's like to be a salesperson in Oklahoma, you want to go into it a little bit what that's like?
Well, I will tell you, it's not for the weak. That's for sure. You have to be used to rejection. You have to be used to being told no and being okay with it. And my whole motto and philosophy on everything is, for every no, there's a better yes. And no just means not right now. And so you just kind of handle it with grace and keep going, and just realize that whatever is meant for you, that energy will be attracted to you, and you'll be attracted to it. And that just literally is how I feel sales go. You just have to feel those energies, and if you vibe with those people, then you vibe, and if you don't, you don't. And the right thing will always come.
I always
tell people to stay positive.
Yeah, I love that. Because I always take it personal, and I want to fight the buyer when they tell me no. I'm just
like legit, no joke. Like JC does take the no's personal. Like I just gotta be sometimes like JC. It's not like
I'm like, he doesn't like me.
No, it has nothing to do with that. He just doesn't want to buy your products.
Yeah, no, I've gotten better. I've gotten better at that over the years.
Initially, it was a learning curve, but JC has definitely gotten over it. I think once you shaved your hair,
definitely.
I think that's when JC stopped caring. No hair, no care, right?
Yes, no hair.
Am I right?
I love how when
Definitely.
you're, a lot of people look at Oklahoma as kind of like a newer market, but like the people there and the education process, right? They're really the patients are really educated in Oklahoma, right? I mean, what do you think kind of drives the the education of the patient in Oklahoma?
Well, I mean, honestly, I will say it's developing. They're definitely way more interested now, which it gets me so excited. I think that's because people like myself and Dr. Regina Nelson, she's whom I got my education from. There's Chip Paul. There's several other people that are in the community that are really about educating as much as possible. And I feel like we're all just kind of, I don't know, evolving and just growing, and it's getting the patients interested, and they're realizing, that terpenes are extremely important. That's the whole medicinal factor behind being medicated. It's not all about those high percentages anymore. It's people want to feel better, and they're realizing that this is a way to help them feel better is by learning about this, because it's helping people in so many different ways, not just smoking it, topicals, edibles, and there's so many different ways that you can smoke it. You got the vape pens, you have vaporizers, all different sorts of ways to consume now. And so people are learning that they can do it, not only, seniors, children, animals, chronically ill, people that are addicted. There's so many people that we are able to help with this medicine. And it's still in the developing stages, but the fact that people want to learn about it, that's what I'm here for. I want to be here for those people, and I want to learn to spread that knowledge out as much as possible, so that people can see that this is a truly life-changing plant.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, when we first went out there, it was like
In Oklahoma?
in Oklahoma, it was like, maybe the education wasn't up to what it is now, right? But now you go out there, it's like ice water, hash dab,
Definitely the products
live rosin press, this and that.
Yeah,
and the other,
the
right?
products
It's like,
have definitely
We're
progressed
crazy
like
with all
crazy.
that. I mean, there's all kinds of, last week or the week before, 918 OG has solventless freeze-dried strawberry.
Yeah.
I've talked about
They were
these fucking
insanely
freeze-dried
delicious.
strawberries a billion times now. I've talked about it on like literally 5 different podcasts.
So good.
you gotta try them.
Yeah, I gotta try them. I literally saw them the
They're
last
coming
time.
out with raspberries.
Phenomenal. You have next time we're gonna be in town next week, so you have to hook me up with some. You gotta figure out how I can
got
get some.
you. I
Because
got you.
literally
Yeah, no.
the last time I was there, I saw them the day that we were leaving, and I had told the sesh kids that, like, not kids, the guys, sesh guys. I don't know why I call them kids. That's a good nickname though, the sesh kids.
Yeah.
That I wanted them. They're like, yo, they're the best. Da 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 da. And then we had the Cannabis Hangout girls that come on, and they were like, yo, these are fire. I'm like, yo, I was just talking about these, and now you're talking about them. It's meant to be, JC.
Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
need these edibles in my life.
I have the
They're so
freeze-dried
good.
strawberries in my cereal in the morning. It's so good, But now they're putting.
That's literally what they taste like. They're so
Yeah.
good.
We'll definitely have to.
It might become the best-selling edible in Oklahoma.
I mean, they could if
they
once,
taste
once
good.
you get there and you
I promote them.
just start your terror on them.
Yeah.
Listen, on Instagram, I saw you. Did you see Mel's last Halloween post?
Yo, I was
like,
gonna.
what,
that was gonna be a
like-
question I was gonna ask.
it's
I'm
like-
happy that you brought that up.
All right, sorry. I don't mean to steal your question here, but I'm
It's okay.
pretty sure Maleficent, right, was the
Melissa, Melissa Fint. I don't know how to say it. Is it Melissa Fint or Melissa Fint?
Was it Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Well, you nailed it,
Maleficent.
right?
Yeah.
You nailed it. You
Like
crushed it.
identical, bro.
I'm not sure if they gave any awards out that night, but you definitely should have took some home. But you went to.
I wanted it to be for the patients.
Yeah, so I mean, you were at the sesh, right? And that's like kind of staple kind of like event that's risen up in Oklahoma. What do you do you go to network? Do you go to meet people? Where do you kind of fit in going and networking into like your professional career? How's that work out for you? You think it's the reason why you're successful?
Well, I mean, honestly, I went to the sesh just to kind of meet people and have fun. I went with my buddies like Kyle, Leah, Jody. There was a few of us that just kind of like went to this. It was actually in a dispo office. Like we were told about it, and they're like, "Hey, come out, join us, whatever. And we can smoke." And I was like, "All right, cool. Let's just see what it's about." It was 420, either March or April. It was somewhere around there. And it was just a great vibe. It was just a way to meet people. I was like, man, I've never really been anything like this before. And so I continued to go back, and I've been back ever since. And then it just kind of developed into meeting people, making friends, networking, and just kind of blew up from there.
Are you
Honestly,
making
like
deals?
I just
Are you making deals at those events? Are you making sales? Are they
I mean,
are they converting into sales for you at all?
that has definitely happened. Yeah, for sure,
Nice.
for sure.
That's dope.
I
I
would,
think we
yeah,
might have
I'd
been at
say
the same
that.
first one.
What's that?
I think we might have been all been at the same first one. Was it the one that was behind Chicken and Beer?
No, it was in MedCan, which is a dispensary. They had it in like the like a literally their office. Like, it was like it was like next. It wasn't like a dispensary. Sorry, the dispensary was next door, and then the office was right located next door to it. So
Got it.
I
yeah,
think we went to the
but
second one.
Yeah, we went to the second or third one. But yeah, I
it was
completely
super
get.
duper small.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Glass ended up. I remember Hugh performed like a little bit while we were there. Oh, they had a bud tender competition. That's what it was. We went there for a bud tender competition.
Nice.
Sorry,
Nice.
stoner stuff. Just remembered.
No, I
So
think
yeah,
that's
we went there, and that was the first ever one.
yeah, and I think that's so cool because like
And then I've been to every single one from then on.
yeah, and then you become a staple at those events. That's what I think I love about those style events is that you go there and then
Yeah.
you know that you're going to see the same group of people, but then you're also going to see some new faces every time, right? Because not everyone's going to stick around and go to every event, but you are going to have those staple people who make the event better.
Yeah, they're part of the experience.
They're part of the experience. You don't even realize they're part of the experience, and you've become a part of the experience at that event.
Oh.
And probably at a
I
bunch of
didn't
other
realize
events.
that. Well, that's cool.
Probably at a bunch of other events as well.
I'm interested
I
in.
love
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
love networking and talking to people. I love talking to the patients. Like, I don't know. I like visiting with people and getting to hear their stories and getting to hear how cannabis has changed their life because that is a thing for me. When I hear that, I mean,
I'm still waiting
it
for
just tugs at
cannabis.
the heartstrings.
I'm still waiting for cannabis to change Tony's life. But we're getting close. We're getting close.
It has.
Sorry.
Just not in the way that I really intended it to, but we'll get there.
I'm interested in like your sales process, right? Like Oklahoma, it's considered that wild, wild west. Like, are you transporting, turkey bags of weed around? Are you like, like what is it like? What is it like for you on like on a day? Like, what is your day like out in the field selling cannabis?
Well, I mean, I guess it's going to be kind of different now, but typically it was just. I mean, are you like asking like kind of what like my week was like?
Now how many accounts? Let's break it down like this. Like, how many stores do you manage right now, or like accounts, open sales accounts do you manage?
Well, I am actually with a new company. I'm at Nextleaf. I'm the director of sales and creative marketing there. So I will be in charge of a sales team. I'll be forming a inside sales team for them and training them to kind of do what I was doing in the industry.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Congrats. So like, let's talk about what you're going to have those salespeople do. Like what kind of activities do they do in one
They're
day?
going to be going out into the field. So, they'll be going out into the field and they'll be visiting with dispensaries. I'll be giving them like a, sales presentation to present to those dispensaries. Develop relationships, curate relationships. That's the biggest thing. That's why we're sending out sales reps and not just having them, tune into a link. We want to definitely develop those relationships and really work one-on-one together to make sure that the patient is getting the best medicine possible.
And nice. And then like, so LeafLink, the link is what you're talking about is like LeafLink, right? Is that widely used in Oklahoma for buyers?
I think, it's kind of a mix. It just depends on the processor and if they want to work with that or not. But I mean, When I worked in a dispensary, the owner of that dispensary actually preferred for us to work directly with the vendors. He did not want to use things like that. And I feel like a lot of people here in Oklahoma definitely are on that same level where they just like to develop the relationships and work one-on-one. There are several that do use those. But in my experience, I've always been about developing the relationships.
Nice. What you know about relationships? You got any relationships?
I don't got any
You
relationships.
ain't got any relationships?
No, I got all the relationships actually. I feel like that's the most important thing when doing any type of sales, having a relationship, right? It's like, at some point I feel like brands can help push sales, but majority of the time it's the relationship that you have with that person or the way that that person perceives you. And so maybe you luck out and you get a first time, you meet somebody, you get that first time sale, but sometimes it takes 5 to 10 to 20 meetings before a sale happens, right?
Yeah. I mean, I watched you get a sale that took 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like-
there's sales that you just have to put the time and work in, and it's like,
Yeah,
you got to be a quote
definitely.
unquote steward to that deal, right?
Yeah.
And you got to see it all the way through.
Well, and then
take it.
there's just situations also. Oh, sorry. There's
No, go for it.
situations where the dispensaries, or just don't have the money at that time, or, they need to clear some other product off the shelves. I mean, there's always certain circumstances to where you do have to kind of play that waiting game, but it's okay. The patience really does pay off, I feel like.
So let's talk about kind of like a successful sales team in Oklahoma and kind of like the layers that you need to kind of hit full cylinder, if you will say, kind of. So you kind of have like your, like the salespeople that you're talking about, right? That have the personal relationships and all that. But in Oklahoma, right, you can't really expect to reach all 3,000 dispensaries. Do you try to hit all 3,000, or do you focus on a core group of dispensaries?
Well, basically it's going to be kind of handled I feel like it could be if you hired a big enough team,
Just kind of build
and
it.
if it was handled correctly, and you planned routes and just made it really organized, I think definitely, it could be possible.
Do you think you would need to even take a step further to really scale and like layer a distribution stream on top of your kind of like in-house sales team to really reach? Or do you think you could accomplish really good sales with just an in-house sales team?
I think that it could be accomplished with the good in-house sales, definitely.
Nice. What kind of goals do you guys have as like a sales team for a month? Have you guys kind of got that far over there? Like what type
No,
of
actually,
revenue?
we're literally still like curating all of that stuff and forming all that stuff and coming up with SOPs and all that.
Nice. Sorry, I'm
So
hitting you with all the hard questions here.
no, it's totally fine. I'm actually extremely honored to be a part of this whole entire process and to learn all of this together and go through all of this together, because it's going to be really successful. I really feel that.
Yeah, no, Mike and the Next Leaf team, Tony and I have been over here. They're A-class people, have A-class bud, and
It's fire.
I'm kind
honestly.
of jealous that they got Mel on their team now. So it's like fuck Next Leaf. It's like, I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
No, I'm excited what you guys are going to create over there. I think it's going to be dope. It's really, really dope.
No, I'm extremely, extremely honored. That place it's bananas, honestly. Like that facility is insane. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, honestly. And they're amazing people. Mike's super amazing dude. So yeah, it's truly an honor. It really is.
Nice. I can't wait to see what stuff you guys make with that and what creative marketing things that you guys do. And maybe a collab between Culture and Cannabis and Next Leaf is going to happen. So we'll see what that's all about.
I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
We'd love to get a part of any kind of programs that you build out over there. You know what I mean? If any of that comes up, think of us. We'd like to participate.
Oh no, absolutely.
Cool.
For sure. I mean, we'll be at the the Tulsa Throwdown Bazaar, the Bazaar Throwdown tomorrow in Tulsa, and then let's see, next Friday and Saturday we'll be at the Imperious Oklahoma Cannabis Convention. And Saturday night we'll be in Tulsa at the Tulsa Sesh. That's the first ever sesh in Tulsa. So
and we're
super
pumped.
excited about that.
Yeah, we're super pumped. Tulsa has been our stopping grounds for the most part when we go to Oklahoma. So I'm happy that the Sesh is going there for an event. And we'll be
Right on Brookside too.
And right on Brookside, and it's JC's birthday.
Oh, it is my birthday. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a wild,
Are you serious?
wild weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to get fucking jackets made right now.
I'm so glad I know this. I'm gonna let the guys know. It's
going to be nuts. Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely insane. And we're bringing the whole team. Chuck's gonna come. Leilani's gonna come. It's gonna be me, JC, the whole gang's here. We got a minivan. It's gonna be a good time. So, well,
yeah, it's gonna be a really good time. I'm super excited.
Mel, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Where can they find you? Where can they find Next Leaf? Where can plug yourself?
Okay, so I am mel.purehemstress on Instagram. If you want to find me on Facebook, it's Melina Cortez and Melina, kind of an interesting name. That's why I go by Mel. And then Next Leaf is going to be at NEXLeaf OK on Instagram. And so, yeah, guys, I am super thankful and grateful. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
Peace.
Bye, you guys. Take care. Have a blessed night.
Nice.
Bye.
Wow.
Cannabis saleswoman.
Oklahoma killer.
Yeah, Oklahoma killer.
She's the nicest Oklahoma killer you'll ever meet.
Yeah, she's very nice, but boy,
she'll take that counter space.
She will sell some weed to you.
Yeah, that shelf space will be taken. She takes it up. She wraps it up, puts the Scotch tape around it. This is mine. But yeah, no, she crushed it. I'm really excited for her and her new position over at Next Leaf. So that's great.
Yeah.
But JC, what do we got going on, dude? We got anything going on?
I mean, there's so much going on, dude. I just delivered. Let me take these out. I just delivered.
Get these out of my ear.
Get these out of my ear. You know, listen. I just delivered 7,500 culture and cannabis bags to.
Wow, that's a lot of bags.
That's a lot of bags.
Jeez. I thought we had discussed a smaller number, but 7,500 is a good number.
Yeah, well, listen, there's 2,500 in a box, so they got a full box.
Okay.
But yeah, so we did, you know, as I'm delivering the boxes, I get a call from our sales guy in Oklahoma, and he's picking up the hustlers. So it's kind of like this surreal moment, right? I got, you know, box in my hand. You know, this is happening over here. You know, you're waiting for me at the podcast. It's just like, man, there's so much going on, dude. Like, where do we even start? My wife's gonna turn 40 tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck.
Like,
Happy birthday, Joy.
Happy birthday, Joy.
What noise should we do? How about
All right.
Happy birthday, Joy.
Happy birthday, Joy.
Should we sing her happy birthday? Just kidding. We'll sing her happy birthday tomorrow.
We'll sing happy birthday
But
tomorrow.
listen, go wish Joy happy birthday. If you didn't wish Joy happy birthday, go wish her happy birthday. And then we go to Oklahoma next week.
Yeah, going to Oklahoma next week. The Hustlers are officially dropping this week. We're going to get down there and celebrate, right? We're going to do some retail drops, make some content. The Hustlers, the gold ones, man, they're out in the wild, shining brightly in Oklahoma. So,
and I feel like the last couple trips we've been really in OKC, but this trip we're like planting the flag in Tulsa.
yeah,
We're gonna be in Tulsa,
baby. It's Tulsa,
we're gonna be in
baby.
Tulsa the whole week. So I'm really excited about that. What else do we have going on?
I mean, dude, the team's growing. The team's growing in Oklahoma. The retail partners are growing in Nevada.
New products are
Dude,
coming out.
Our new classic culture and cannabis infused pre-rolls are about to drop mid-December. Super excited about that.
Yeah, they're gonna drop here in Nevada and in Oklahoma.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we have some really cool people we're working out with in Oklahoma. We're not gonna say it yet, but I'm fucking pumped about it.
Yeah, those pre-rolls are going to be a special limited run collab with some incredible leaders out there. Can't wait to share it with you.
Can't wait to share it. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
That's a wrap.
You won't see you guys next week because we won't be here. We'll be in Oklahoma. But we'll see you guys the week after that, and we'll get some rock and rolling. But other than that, I'm full-time Tony. This is JC Coates. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.